is back home.
Default damager, power to the people. Back once again for the renegade master. Default damage with the ill behavior. The ill behavior, 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 the ill behavior. With the ill behavior. master. D for damage with the ill behavior. 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 With the ill behavior.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. At long last, we have kickoff here at a beautiful venue, Maryland Soccerplex in Boyds, Maryland. This is DC Hyper FC MoCo 1776, live on DMV Sports Media. And of course, this is the UPSL DMV North premiere, the much feared DMV North Conference, which has been assembled this season. DC Hyper, no strangers to the DMV, no strangers to the UPSL. They were champions in their first season ever competing in the UPSL DMV just a few seasons ago. They have made a departure. They are back now, looking to recapture the glory which they found, and now it will go through FC MoCo. A disappointing start for a team with incredible pedigree both here and in Brazil, but it is early in the season. I'm Noah Walker with DMV Sports Media. Really appreciative of your time, your patronage, and of course, all of the time you have waited in this lightning delay. We had quite a bit. Let's go into the starting 11 here for your DC Hyper. Vato will start in goal. In front of him, we'll have Enrique at the right back. Ayub in center back. Tellez, his center back counterpart. Luis will line up in the opposite fullback position. In the midfield will be Kawal, Johan. Hassan El Said will take up a position on the outside. Medina in the middle. And on the opposite wing will be Ribeiro. Excuse my pronunciation. Ribeiro. And that is going to be your starting 11 for DC Hyper. We'll get into the players to look out for FC MoCo 1776 in just a moment. But for now, we have the kickoff, a much anticipated kickoff on a stormy evening. Apologies for the Zoom situation going here. It has been a difficult day. We had a torrential downpour over at the Hub City Doratus match, which saw lightning delay there as well. It also did a number on this camera equipment, which I have been unable to fix, but we're making it work. I'm going to try to balance the Zoom feature, which is fighting against me at every step of the way and making it impossible to just stay still. I really do apologize, and hopefully you don't get too seasick. Just know this is not my doing. I'm not trying to go back and forth with you. MoCo will line up right to left in their orange and yellow popsicle kits, we'll call them. DC Hyper wearing all white with gold trim will play left to right. And on the ball first are MoCo, who will send it back in order to get us underway here at the Soccerplex. It's a big ball all the way back, gobbled up by Zico without too much consternation. That's a confident look from Hyper, who will go back. Ayub. There is an option, and now to the far side we go. Hyper looking to draw in this MoCo pressure. It's a great bit of combination play down the line. El Sayed driving. Hassan El Sayed, top of the 18, begged for a finish, but maybe just a little behind his intended counterpart. There's another look at the last part of that attack. Good look for DC Hyper early, and they will pick up right where they left off with possession knocked over around this near side. All the way back from Ayub over to Teles. And now down the line. That was a lot of space to work with for Hyper. And on the line, and we'll continue. It's Enrique back into the feet of Ayub. MoCo with their first real chance at possession on the day. That's a strong challenge, and it's whistled for a foul. Hyper, of course, think otherwise. Certainly didn't look a foul in real time. Oh, well, maybe it does. I'm buying the hype here. DC Hyper, that was a challenge that maybe was a little bit more behind than it was shoulder to shoulder, but gotta love the energy from Hyper. They've started strong despite the long lightning break, and that's not always so easy to get yourself up after sitting around, possibly eating some snacks or not eating. Either one can be detrimental. Both these sides will both have to get themselves up for action. Good ball sent outside by Luis Garcia. And now the turn from Hassan El Sayed. Just ran out of real estate, but he is certainly a player to watch out for. It was all over the pitch against Bowleys in the last home match and has earned the starting spot yet again. A good dispossession. Right into possession we go. A couple of these numbers looks like have potentially changed for Hyper, so we're going to try to keep you in the loop for every player, but the numbers are not matching what I have written down. This is to the corner for El Sayed. And in the end, he's just a little behind it, but you see he is a player that DC Hyper want to find. Longtime Hyper contributor. It's an early ball out from Huerta. And now Zuniga will send it inside for MoCo. Pressure is there, but the pressure is perhaps a little over-eager. Won't be able to call out the chat today, as I usually like to. We have quite a bit of technical issues to work against in terms of the Zoom, so I'm going to need both hands on the equipment. Oh, there's an early pressure, and there's the chance. 1v1 player goes down. Is there going to be a foul called? No, it's not given. Hyper can't believe it, but was there enough contact? We certainly will have an opportunity to look back on the replay. Hyper have to get back and get bodies behind the ball because there's a counterattack on. It's a good ball back to Zico. And now the composure from the leaders will help this DC Hyper side find the success that they have had all day. I mean, whether that call was robbery or not, they have to keep their heads because they have been the better side thus far. And it would be only in MoCo's interests for them to lose their focus. This is back over to the near side. Enrique sends it back inside. Beautiful ball across. Said was the target, not fully cleared, and there's the shot just wide. We're going to look back first on the moment of controversy a moment ago. Here is just a poor ball out of the back, seized on well. There's contact, but not a lot. I don't mind that. That would be a hard foul to give, and it would have to be a red card. It was the last man, so I can appreciate the discretion. Enrique now bounced to the outside. Early ball across. What a touch there from El Said. And he will continue to pressure, looking for a square ball. There's no one there but orange shirts. Perhaps had a little bit more time in there. Did Vargas, but in the end, the chances are limited for Hyper. This is down the line. That's a strong challenge, but it's a clean one. Well won on the near side. The turn. And we're going to start again with Enrique, who has seen a lot of the ball. Looks like we may have seen a switch in the roster for Hyper. Number 5 is in, but that's El Said. We knew he was coming. That's going to be a trip. Has to be given, and it is inside of MoCo territory. El Said's been the catalyst time and again here he is shaking things up. Just a little too quick for the opposition. I believe that was Camargo. No foul, excuse me, no card. It was Vargas, the guilty party. And it's a ball down the line that's well overhit. The idea was spot on. The execution left something to be desired. A goal kick to come. Taken short by Huerta. MoCo will try to skip a few lines. This is going to go all the way back to Zico. Well marshaled back. And across. Final target, Luis Garcia, just a little behind the action. down the line. Again, it's white shirts all around. The battle is there. The battle is won. It's Hassan El Sayed. Well, it's an errant ball that seemed to have an eye to find a MoCo man. It was Israel. Emmanuel Israel in the end not able to hold on, but won a physical battle, much to the chagrin of Hyper. This is again down the line for Enrique, as he gotten high so well from his fullback role. Back from Ribeiro. Ayub. Excuse me, I believe that's Tellez. Not the touch that was required. Hyper will mop up Enrique up and down the line at will almost. That's a poor turnover. It's one that could hurt on transition. MoCo all the way back and across to Vargas. Oh, look at that. Big switch of play. Can it be kept alive? Yes. Look at the speed on the far touchline from Luis Garcia. Garcia now 2 players in front. He'll utilize El Sayed. Support is on the inside, a little bit outside the range of Tellez. And MoCo will take some time to assert themselves on the ball. It's been a game that has been dominated in possession by Hyper. Haven't found a goal for their troubles just yet. There's the turnover. Shots taken. The shot's just wide. Beautiful hit on the end of it by Medina. Let's get real. Medina. Bending ball that wasn't all that far from the mark. One ricochets off of one head, then another, and we're going to have a throw from the far touchline. Pressure is there from Israel. Hyper need to be careful in how they mop up their lines. Israel's there for the second ball. And there's a hard hit. Best chance today for FC MoCo, but Zico was there. And he will play short on the ground. Whew. Well, at least the zoom is not stuck in fully zoom out mode, but now it wants to go back and forth. Oh, this is going to be tricky. But we play on. Don't worry, DMV Sports Media is here for you, here for the people. Down the line. And El Sayed somehow comes out on top. Big switch over to Enrique. And he's got options. That certainly would be a foul. And an opportunity set piece here for DC Hyper. Quickly taken by the home side. We'll go down the line. Difficult ball for Sebastian Vargas to get to, but in the end, just a throw for the opposition. Barral has been checking deeper and deeper, wants to get involved, helping Hyper as they move out. Look at all this space on this near side for Enrique. Instead, Hyper want to go right down Jump Street. Barral back outside to Enrique. He's soaked in the pressure. Lovely combination play. Just a throw to show for the Troubles. That was Gabriel Medina. Heavily involved in that combination play to set up the throw on the near side. What a turn. The flare is brilliant. And it's given, but outside the box. Very interesting. It certainly looked like we were going to have a penalty kick decision. Let's take a look. It's the start. Yeah, the foul does start well outside the box. That's the right call. The player was falling for a long time. But initially it was a pull that initiated from outside the box. Just one singular foul. Yeah, that's the foul. And this is just the balance loss. I don't think anything after that counts as another foul. It's the logic for why we're not seeing a penalty kick. Enrique and others over the ball. Looks like Enrique, the most likely candidate. Goalkeeper still on his post. It's floated to the back post. Begs for a finish. Up and over from Hassan El Said. He rose above everyone. Thanks to our broadcast partners. This replay brought by 7 Wins. Check out their offerings. Thanks 7 Wins for being a partner of DC Hyper Football. Huerta with a big ball into the midfield. Ball knocked across. And on the turn from El Said to the races. Can he get past? Well, had the speed, but in the end, strong physical presence. Allows MoCo to fight another day. Enrique has come inside. MoCo to the races. Israel could be in. Israel, one to beat. Can he take the early shot? Yes, he can. It was a great decision from Israel. Zico looked like a confident man, had it covered, but this is a moment that DC Hyper will want to re-examine when they look back on the tape. Big ball back inside. There's Enrique. Ribeiro. That was a clever idea. Again, the execution not quite there. MoCo, likewise, thought they could get out of dodge through this near touchline. The final connection wasn't there. It was Uniga. Couldn't quite get to the ball. it's Hyper. From distance. Hit the top of the netting, but that close to an opening goal for Hyper. But still we wait. Big booming strike. Certainly had Huerta concerned. And once again, the quickly taken's goal kick is pressured by Hyper. Love that work rate. Central ball doesn't find its mark, and MoCo happy to capitalize with a counterattack. Big man forward is Israel. We've seen him score goals this season already. That time couldn't quite find him. Here's Enrique. Wanted to go early. The run held up, but it still may connect. What a ball from Enrique, and that's about as good a ball as you're going to get. I think Ribeiro didn't think the ball was coming, held up his run. Otherwise, that could have been a perfect connection. Enrique with just an absolute peach of a ball, waited for the end line. There's something off the ball outside of our screen, but it's just going to be a simple foul. Comes the pressure from Israel. Never an issue for Tellez. Carl sent it back. Now Tellez again. Two white shirts there. MoCo will go back to Huerta. And there's the connection they've been looking for. Our touch line. And that's a misstep, rare misstep from El Sayed in the end. Foul forced from his colleague to slow things down. Hyper will get bodies behind the ball. And inside the first 23, we have yet to see one of these sides tickle the back of the net. Both have come close. I think DC Hyper have had the lion's share of possession and chances, but MoCo have been dangerous at times in the counter. Easy collection for Zico. A little too far. No one pressured the ball, or at least weren't able to get to the ball. And Enrique back inside. It's an easily cut out ball. The counterattack doesn't go far. Oh, that's a terrible challenge. It got to the ball, but you can't have a challenge like that. And a card is yellow. There's a look back, make up your own mind, but Sebastian Camargo is going in the book. Yeah, two-footed, simple decision. Really, I mean, the only decision there was red or yellow, but clearly an out-of-control tackle with 2 feet. Big thanks to Atleta, the world wears. No existe Esporte sem Atleta. Make sure to check out their offerings online. Big partner of DC Hyper, thanks to Atleta. And while we wait, thanks to Ticket Bolt. Want to pack your event? Start with can help you make it happen. Check out Ticket Bolt now, also in the United States. and WKM Construction. Check out WKMSolutions.net. Building with purpose, responsibility, and commitment, and in everyone's project. We are back underway. There'll be a throw on the far side. Errant touch without receipt. It's popped up initially. Son El Said didn't need to wait long for that. He's taking it back for Hyper and smartly will come inside to retain the possession. That was calm, cool, and collected. It almost looked like the delay was almost too calm and cool. That's another poor pass. Well cut out. Zuniga not clinical enough. On the other side, Ribeiro pressuring Huerta's there. Contact off the ball, but Huerta able to mop up. It looks like Huerta will go through the middle. Gage Adam distributing. Lovely idea of a touch forward. Pressure is there from Israel. Hyper able to get it away in time. It's back to El Said. Adam. That was a late challenge. Seemed to be a foul. Oh, yeah, definitely looks like quite a bit of embellishment there. But in the end, the decision's made and we move. Huerta wanted to just skip everybody and didn't like what he was seeing. And we're back underway. Luis Garcia back across. Toes in the middle. And Enrique. Great step in the middle. Tellez, no second act, and MoCo able to mop up. Israel on the end. Excuse me. Zuniga. Israel still waiting in the middle. Two players going for it. I believe that was Abdelhakim. Ayub Abdelhakim. Able to get there first, but challenge made at the expense of a throw. So I've seen MoCo looking for a long throw delivery into the 18. Pop straight up initially. And another well-taken ball from Zico. Wants to go early. That's a lovely hit over the top. It's going to ask the question. And what a ball out from Zico. Distribution masterpiece. Final target, I believe, was Gerardo. Another challenge. Another set piece opportunity. Hyper still have bodies committed. They're going to take their time as they take this from a central area. My imagination would say they're going to keep this on the ground, although Enrique has created some space here on the near touchline. Instead, they're going to keep it on the ground. We've talked about it before. DC Hyper, they have their roots as a futsal team, and it really shows in their technical approach to the game. Always loving to play through tight spaces and on the ground when possible. They have Enrique with a big ball across. Oh, golazo! There it is, the finish from Hassan El Said. He got up, he climbed the ladder, and he has scored the first goal of the match. There's the celebration in the corner, and there it is. Enrique deserves a lot of credit. Put this one on a platter, but there was so much work left to do for Hassan El Said, and he did it so well. Not a lot of players that could get up for this ball. But Hassan El Said, he got there, put it into the corner. Not a chance for Huerta. Here's a look back on the replay. Yeah, that is class, young man. Take a bow. That's earning and deserving of the celebration. We are off to the score sheet. 31st minute. Something that we have been treated to after a lengthy lightning delay, multiple lightning delays. And finally, really a peach of a goal for the home side. Hyper on the front foot, but MoCo have certainly looked dangerous at times, especially in the counter. So right now, Hyper certainly will want to avoid any kind of hangover after a terrific goal. And they keep their front on their foot on the pedal, excuse me. What a challenge that is going to be deemed a foul. Hyper feel differently. I don't know about that one, but onwards we move. That one probably could have gone a different way. But before we move on, here's another look back. The opening goal, the service from Enrique, the finish from Hassan El Said, and the celebration, of course, in the corner. Zico's there. Hyper will play from the back. You can guarantee it, especially with their futsal pedigree. Tons of space right now to work with. More space than you would get in futsal. There's a diagonal ball over the top, and Enrique wanted it. Instead, it went far more central. MoCo with an overlapping run from the far touch. Pressure is there. It's a solid defensive shield to prevent Camargo from getting to the ball. I believe that was Johan Gerardo. A couple of these names changed, ostensibly from the delay from what I initially had, but we'll get that sorted at the half. Lovely little turn from Medina. Final ball goes begging. It's going to be MoCo on the touch. And on the interior, Hyper able to start over. There's Enrique, seems to be everywhere tonight. That final pass is going to open up pressure, and MoCo obviously going to commit bodies. And Zuniga will play short. Rinse repeat, another throw to come. Again, it's back to Israel. Israel still going, couldn't quite get the shot off in time. And now the counter could be on. There's a whole mess of white shirts streaking forward. Watch El Said, he will get it. Son El Said cutting, bobbing, weaving, but well defended from this FC MoCo 1776 back line. Simple foul. And another set piece. This foul count obviously mounting. It was Kevin Gomez with the challenge. Second look back. Big ball over the top. Was back again. Hassan El Said, a menace in the box. This time just perhaps a couple feet wide, not even a yard. Second look back on the replay. And he is presenting a real issue to this back line right now. Huerta wants to keep it short. The pressure's there. And I think at that point, MoCo lost the nerve. Connection was there with Adam. Gage Adam able to get it across. Zuniga did enough with the challenge. It wasn't comfortable, but MoCo have found their way out. Israel back now inside. That is a missed opportunity. As DC Hyper take over here in the 37th minute. Touched back. Enrique. Here's that futsal play. Hyper keeping it quick, keeping it short. Impossible for MoCo to win it. If Hyper keep it like this. Enrique. Again. There's a big steal in the middle from Vargas. Somehow popped out to the feet of El Said. He wants to find a pocket. El Said, can he get it away? Defense did just enough. Second look. Deflects safely for MoCo. Now Aaron Zuniga. Instead it's Enrique who's there. Ribeiro pocket picked. It's a challenge from behind. It kind of was canceled at the last minute, but DC Hyper continuing to turn the screw. They've got one goal. Certainly could be deserving of more, but this MoCo back line have done well to limit the chances. Popped up the field. That's a poor final decision. Hyper happy to oblige with a return to possession. Now's the time. Let's take your time in possession. Tell us keeping it on the ground over to the far side. And the overlapping run is there. Well read. MoCo still have work to do, and it's marshaled over the end line. Goal kick to come. Barrow will boom it into the midfield. Hyper whistled for another foul. Gage Adam with the direct ball through the middle. Battle, but it's going to come back to the spot of the initial contact, the initial foul. Big thanks to our partners again today. 7 wins. Can't thank them enough. As well as our additional sponsors. We'll come back to them in a moment. Down the line, it's El Said who snuck over to the near side. He's enjoyed much of his success on the left. Now he's on the right. Won't get on the end of this one. It's a battle that El Said maybe didn't win, but did enough to really slow down any potential counterattack. So again, back from Gomez, back to the far side. And there's the turn. That opens up everything. The touch, let it down. Oh, that's a fortunate bounce. Big challenge, had to get that right. Adam got the ball to his feet. Now, I see MoCo looking to string things together. Gomez. Well, stretch things out wide. It's Zuniga. Gonzo Vargas. Vargas didn't see anything he liked, and we'll bring it over to Adams. Gage Adams, direct ball down the line. And that's the service. Begged for a finish. It was reminiscent of the hyper goal service from Enrique, but no head tall enough, no jump big enough. It's a simple foul. And again, the simple fouls are mounting, and that is probably something of an accumulation for number 9. Going in the book, Sebastian Vargas. His teammates letting him know that was probably not the yellow card that you needed to take, but will be a set piece here inside of hyper territory. We already talked about 7 wins. Again, Athleta. Check their apparel out. The world wears Athleta. Ticket Bolt. Want to pack for your event? Check out Ticket Bolt. They are in the United States. And, of course, WKM Solutions, building with purpose, responsibility, and commitment in every product. Check out WKMSolutions.net. Hyper kind of in cruise control right now. They, of course, won't be satisfied with just the 1 goal, but Right now they are very much dictating the pace of play, and will go when they feel it is time. Enrique back to the middle, so switch things around. Johan. Simple foul. Going against Abdel Hakim. We're into the final moments of the first half. A terrific DC Hyper goal is the only thing that stands between these two sides. Now MoCo stand poised to try to ask a question here at the tail end of the half of the set piece. This is sent into the penalty mark. Heroic defending. And just a goal kick to show for the Troubles. It's Joseph Tolan. And that is going to take us into the halftime. DC Hyper 1, FC MoCo 0. One more look back at the lone goal of the half before we send you on your way. There's the service from Enrique, the finish from El Said. What a goal, what a half. We'll look forward to seeing you for the second half, but of course, before we send you on your way,
on Sunday, September 20th, we take on Virginia Dream FC in another important matchup and another opportunity to get a big result at home. DC Hyper versus Virginia Dream FC. Come out, support the team, and be part of the atmosphere. Get your tickets through our official ticketing partner, TicketBolt. See you at the game. Let's go, Hyper. DC Hyper is back home. On Sunday, September 20th, we take on Virginia Dream FC in another important...
Power to the people, back once again for the renegade master. Leave for damage with the ill behavior, 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 with the ill behavior. for the renegade master. Default damage with the ill behavior, 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 with the ill behavior.
Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for joining us here on a beautiful evening. DMV Sports Media, Maryland Soccerplex here in the UPSL DMV North. This is DC Hyper hosting FC MoCo in the second 45. For those who have stuck around after the lightning delay, we certainly appreciate your patience. Of course, if you were there in the first half, we were treated to an absolute peach of a goal in the form of a Hassan El Said header off the conversion from Enrique's service. El Said able to climb the tower and put one right into the upper 90s. We saw chances for both sides. Neither club fully dominant, but Hyper obviously have had the lion's share of possession. Chances, you'd have to say they are the very clear favorite at this point. What a ball in behind. It's on the end line. So the service is made. El Said was looming, but MoCo's back line does the job. There's pressure here. It's a deep strike up and over Huerta's goal. And goal kick will be the only result. Here's a second look back. It's a deep strike, always rising. More hopeful than anything else. We do appreciate those who have tuned in. We are going. The timer needs to be on, but we're just getting started right now. That's a poor turnover, costly turnover. Top of the 18. Silva over to Hassan El Said, just too tall for anyone to collect. Here's a look back on the service. Medina, El Said, and others. It's up towards Israel. Israel all by himself, but we've seen him find results all by himself, and in the end it is a throw for MoCo. Consolation prize. There's a potential foul throw. It's not called. Hyper able to win it back anyways. They're still frustrated and want to make sure that is called the next time. Right down Jump Street it goes. Silva Sousa was pressuring but couldn't quite get on the end. Now on the opposite side, DC Hyper will take over. Ayub Abdelhakim will find Tellez, and they will build from the back. I believe that was Enrique, actually, who got a touch a moment ago. Now it's through. Beautiful ball to break lines. Medina taken down. He did so well to find a pocket of space, and now it is a card. Certainly a well-deserved card for Joseph Talan. There's a look back on the challenge. But first the pass that opened up really all these options for Hyper. Oh, no. Yeah, it was a challenge from behind from Joseph Talan, who said, nope, ball or man. We are not going to allow anything further. It's the right decision. Certainly a card. And now Hyper have options for how they want to attack this MoCo 18. Enrique, the first one standing over the ball. There's the service into the 18. Pops only as far as a Hyper man. Back post it is. It's kept alive. Goalkeeper comes out. Huerta. There's a flag raised. We may be coming back. The flag is still up, so I don't think any of this will count. Well, it looks like it will. I think this is a missed call from our center official. The flag was all the way up on the other side. I do think that ship has sailed. So we're going to move on to the next piece of action, but apologies for the shoddy camera work. I was trying to get a view of what was happening on the other side because we did have an offside flag. It just wasn't noticed. It's a poor turnover. Talon's ball back into the hands of Hyper. He's got cover, though. In the back, Gage had him up and up. Top of the 18, El Said looms. Would have taken a Herculean ball to find him. There's a strut. All of the pace had gone out by the time it reached Huerta. MoCo continually wanting to play from the back. They will. It's taken down well by Tellez. There's a potential foul. Onwards we play. Great overlapping run, and the pass from El Said. And it's well read, audacious to cut that one back in by Luis Garcia. El Said will recycle it all the way home to Tellez. Medina doing his part to keep bouncing it back and forth. Another lovely little turn, but this time Medina didn't get the touch that he was looking for. Counterattack, that has been the name of the game for MoCo. That is a late challenge, absolutely going to be a moment for the Hyperman to go in the book. And Silva Souza is the man into the referee's little book. Yellow card out. Here's a look back on the challenge. Another clear case of man or ball. Their little doubt could be left on that decision. Appreciate all those who have tuned in, and I certainly will take a BLT. Adeline tuned in all the way from South Georgia. I think a few people got you beat. Big shout to all the Brazilians who have tuned in either on DMV Sports Media or on Hyper TV. And wherever you're watching in the world, we are so appreciative of your fandom supporting DC Hyper and, of course, DMV Sports Media. Here is the service. The 18, there's an offside flag, and we will come back. Either the foul or the offside, doesn't really matter. One's out of here, out of the ballpark. Throw again for FC MoCo. Kind of a slower sequence of play, which of course leaves us begging for more. It's not fully dealt with. Second ball is mopped up at the back. It's kind of a game of ping pong, which is rare in this match because Hyper love to play with the ball at their feet on the ground. Here's El Said looking for space. He's found it. Oh, that is class. Technical skill in the middle. Only a partial clearance. Souza preventing it from getting out. Once again, it's in the mix. And it falls kindly for a Hyper foot. Garcia's pocket is picked. Massive ball into the corner. And across, and that is incredible goalkeeping from Zico. Had to be there. Stretched out, made the hold, which with the player bearing down was, I mean, a save that he will expect to make, but he shuddered to think what would happen if Zico elected to stay on his line, and so often we do see happen. There's a look back on the sequence of play. It's a frustrating foul, and then I think both players going in the book. I'm not so sure of the veracity of Da Silva's contact, but Kevin Gomez certainly was a clumsy challenge to initiate. Joseph Talon is off. I believe Ronzo Vargas is on. Hyper making a couple of switches themselves. Sharp ball. Thanks for a square moment. Instead, it is deflected over the end line. Here comes the in-swinging service. Dangerous area, but MoCo first to it. Now a counterattack is on. Israel's there in the middle. Instead, it's a smart decision to send it back inside where the space exists. Gomez wriggling free. He has found the man on the outside. That is anticlimactic from MoCo after a really strong sequence of play. Gabriel Barbosa Silva has come on for Hyper. I'll try to update you on the other sub that has come on for now. Plenty of time in the middle for Hyper. Garcia helping this get down the line. Of course, the man himself, the goal scorer, Hassan El Sayed, continuing to be a catalyst. That's lovely combination play. Shot taken. It sent Huerta scrambling, but in the end, just wide. The shot from Gabriel Ribeiro. Big ball to the outside. Pressure's there. MoCo, who's going to blink first? It looks like Huerta has not found the pass that made MoCo all that comfortable, but they have still found their way out of it, and still the options abound. That is a hard point of contact. Now a switch of goalkeepers. It's an interesting time for the switch. I haven't seen anything negative from Huerta, so I'm not sure if this is just getting both minutes or the decision behind the switch, but maybe they want a goalkeeper who can play even more so with the feet to help start attacks, although right now MoCo have found their best success just playing off of mistakes from Hyper on the counter. Chunga. Clever little back heel. Hyper easily playing out of the pressure. Trickles through. Johan Gerardo gives it away. Gerardo, the other switch who has come on. And we're back over to the near side. Defending. Battle from Gerardo. Another crunching challenge. There's a player down. Something happened behind the ball. We'll see if we caught it on camera. Certainly a moment. And a card is coming. Yeah, it did look like there certainly was a stomping there. That's a difficult moment. The card is going to the Hyperman, Medina, and obviously we didn't get the full picture of what happened, but really did look like he got stomped in the mix, whatever precipitated the sequence. And it's a play where Hyper will feel hard done. Another switch being made. Brought to you by WKM Solutions. Building with responsibility, purpose, and commitment in every project. And this will be a set piece in a central area. Certainly would take a Herculean strike to hit from here, but never say never. MoCo certainly are eyeing up their chance. The strike right into the wall. It will trickle over the end line. Corner to come. Bit anticlimactic, but the pressure is not over yet. Strep in for a second look. MoCo really are trying to turn up the heat. Hyper, of course, not conceding important right now, but they would love to find some insurance in the form of a second goal. It's a really nice hill over there. It's what I wanted to show. Just how nice the hills are here. Honestly, this is one of my favorite facilities. The only grass facility of any worth that we get to cover. It's a massive field too. Proper football pitch. Kevin Gomez's service is low. Near post beaten away. Hyper still looking for a way out, and it looks like they have found that way out. Big ball down the line. Audacious effort. Too hot to handle for Hassan El Said. Still a player down, and looks like he will require some medical attention, so our best wishes. But this beautiful day is brought to you by 7 Wins. Really appreciate them making this broadcast possible on behalf of DC Hyper. Thanks to 7 Wins for all the support on the season. Can't forget Athleta. The world wears Athleta. Official apparel and jersey wear of DC Hyper. And of course, Ticket Bolt. I want to pack for your event. Check out Ticket Bolt now. Now also in the United States, so not just existing in Brazil and overseas. The United States uses Ticket Bolt, and you should too. Take a quick moment here from the medical staff down there. We are back underway. MoCo, well, just a bit earlier on, brought on Abraham Israel, so both brothers Israel are on the pitch. Pressure right there. Here comes the second look. MoCo have to be careful. There's not a lot of good options. The best one that's in existence is on this near side. And it looks like that was not the worst option. Just a clearance out over the line. Luis Garcia. We'll find a connection down the line. It was flicked on by El Said. Now the through ball somehow has found its connection. That one had to have just a heat-seeking tracker because there was only one way through this line, and it was that weight, that precision. And well, Silva Souza helping Hyper navigate and bring the ball over to the far touchline. Silva Souza again. That is an errant pass. But it will allow FC MoCo to bring on another switch. Another frustrating moment. Hyper will have to retreat. This game has felt like it was on the verge of busting out at any moment in terms of goals for Hyper, but they haven't made it materialize. MoCo hanging around. There's going to be a foul. Johan keeping us short. And now over to the far side. There's Enrique. Couldn't quite thread the needle Pressure will mount. Second bit of pressure. It's again bouncing around and finally pinballs into the path of a MoCo man. That's a great tackle. Covered a lot of distance, did tell us. Throw for MoCo. Gage Adam will take over. Just about 20 minutes to play. Israel's pocket pick. The shouts for a foul, but the advantage just goes Hyper's way. And the final decision, anticlimactic, because there were so many options that could have bore fruit. That was not one of them. Pressure incoming. Who did that touch? On its way out, it's going to go as a corner kick. MoCo architects of their own demise here. And Luis Garcia is the man on the ball. There it is, into a great area. Begs for a finish, still bouncing around. Out of the air, golazo, there it is. The insurance goal that has been so sought after for DC Hyper. The substitute making his impact immediately felt. And the crowd goes wild. What a finish. This one absolutely belted into the back of the net by number 18. That is Waylon Sousa de Oliveira. De Oliveira is your goal scorer. There's a look back on the replay. We'll take a second look. Absolutely belted into the back of the net. And now the advantage is doubled. Didn't take long for De Oliveira to make his impact felt. It was a second half substitute. It's all about taking your chances. It's not about minutes played, about making them count. But I think Oliveira is potentially due for some more minutes in the future. For today, DC Hyper, finally it feels like they're in a little bit more comfort. Of course, you hear all these things about the 2-0 lead being the most dangerous lead. Well, I'll always take a 2-0 lead over just the one. And, of course, now MoCo have to weigh every possession. Puts a little more pressure on how they attack this game, especially with time a factor now. Way less than 20 minutes. Pressure still there. And the connection just wasn't there. Oliveira will bounce it back. Hyper looking good at the moment. MoCo not out of this one yet. Gomez sends it into the midfield. It's a battle. It needs a second act. Good decision. to Zuniga. Time and space for Hyper to play out of, but they were not able to find a way out of that space. It's a strong challenge, had to be. And in the end, it's popped out wide, only as far as an orange shirt. Top of the 18, must be an effort. Flag stays down, shot taken. It stings the waist of Zico, but he held on strong, and the chance goes. Zico has been reliable today. Hasn't had to make a crazy save, but has come up several times where absolutely, if his hands were not sure, or if he didn't make the aggressive intervention, it would have absolutely been an FC MoCo goal. Once again, comes up with the safe hands. At the midfield. Oh, there's a challenge from behind. Card to come. Possible inflection point and a second yellow. Things going from bad to worse for FC MoCo. And there's still a man down for Hyper, so we want to check and make sure he gets the medical attention. But Sebastian Camargo, his day is done. A second yellow. And obviously a difficult situation for FC MoCo. Here's a look back on the challenge that led to the dismissal. MoCo down to 10 men. Yeah, I mean, the ball seemed to be there to be won, but the challenge just miles behind the pace of play. Hyper able to get a foot in front and turn around in the time that it took for that challenge to get through. So I don't think there's any malicious kind of intent, but there is a long delay. More switches to be made. Back underway. Hyper looking for a third. It's not a bad option at all. Will trickle all the way into the waiting arms of their number one. Still unsure. There isn't a backup goalkeeper listed on the active roster for today, so we're looking at a field player who has stepped into the net to replace Huerta, but no number to speak of. Great win on the new touch from the added substitute. The turn, the challenge. Advocating that one did In fact, touch a MoCo man before making its way over the end line. And in the end, play will have to continue. Great touch from Johan. And back inside. So that's to help move it along. Santos has come into the holding midfield role. Beautiful ball in behind. The offside flag had already gone. One of these subs, unsure who he could be. Back inside, and MoCo will continue their pressure. That's a poor, costly turnover. Tellez steps up and out to the far touchline. There's the service across. No one there on the backside. A little overhit. And unfortunately, will not be able to give full credit to the late players coming on for Hyper. Don't have their numbers indicated, to my knowledge, on the roster. We're back underway. Zico has come on. And it might be Giovanni in goal for DC Hyper, who's still pitching a clean sheet. Apologies to Giovanni. I'm not sure. What a touch out of the air. Challenge. Zico, the guilty party. Bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. That was Vato. Excuse me, Giovanni. Okay, Vato. There's the low service. Great last-ditch challenge. Hyper had two players, one of which being Hassan El Sayed, the player who absolutely you'd love to see forward with the ball. In the end, the last-ditch challenge is enough. MoCo looking to get on the front foot. We're into the final 10 minutes. Let's do or die now. Of course, Hyper, never a team you want to allow counterattacking capabilities to. Another strong challenge. Another late entrant is Jason Guevara. one will get across Zico. MoCo, can they get the shot off? It's bounced back. Now low, and Vato watches it go just wide. One of the better chances we've seen for MoCo. To the far touch. He go down the line. He's got options. Won't get it off in time. That's a moment that required a decision just a little quicker. MoCo, space and time in front. Clever bit of skill. And the Trivela in behind. That's real. Made the run, almost able to reap the rewards, but clever bit of skill nonetheless. Hyper, obviously, at this moment, looking to control the pace of the game, and they have done so well. Slaloming run. Is there a final act? Must take the shot on. And just a little too long. Late challenge. And a foul. MoCo making their final switches of the night. Back underway. It's an opportunity. There is the service from the opposite side of the 18. It's a good delivery. Still in the mix. El Said takes over. He is off to the races. Hassan El Said, green grass to run into, but smartly will hold it up and finds Zico in the middle. Now to the far touch. Touch, hit, must be a shot. There it is. It's going to deflect wide of the mark. Corner to come for Hyper, and just as well for them. At this point, possession, continued possession, just as valuable as another goal, although another goal would not hurt anybody. Except for, of course, MoCo. Well, we've seen El Said on the end of his service. Of course, with a lovely header to open up the scoring. This time he's the server. Only as far as the top of the 18. Back out wide, El Said may get a second bite at the apple. Can he serve it again? Hassan El Said low and in just outside the range of any would-be recipients. Into the 89th minute, or into the 90th minute we go. Big ball across. Vato will keep it on. Vato has had a strong game today. making all the saves you need to and holding everything. Also has been excellent with his feet. Distribution clean, and at times been able to generate some really dangerous attacks from the counter from side volleys. And for all the battle, just a throw on the near side for MoCo as we move into stoppage time. So still under pressure. That's a lovely piece of skill to get out of the danger. Like dispossessed. El Said back into the middle. And the final touch off of the MoCo defender. Another set piece and more time off the clock. Hyper right now don't need to be rushing anything. Energy with the service. It's low, it's quality. It begged for a finish. It didn't get one, but it certainly was a good enough service to have found better. And on the far touch, outside of the range of anyone, just a little too much zest. And that is going to be the final whistle. You see Hyper hang on with the 2-goal lead, the 2-goal win. First goal, Hassan El Said with a terrific finish off the service from Enrique. The second goal from the substitute, De Oliveira. An absolute belter into the back of the net. We do appreciate you joining us here on DFE Sports Media. Make sure to check out our work. I'm going to show the first goal for your viewing pleasure. Before we get a copyright strike, I'm going to sign off. Make sure to like and subscribe. Check out the last stream on the day, Hawks Yins with Matt Geyer on the call. And make sure to check out the next game for DC Hyper against Virginia Dream. I'm going to play a couple messages from DC Hyper and their messaging for their next home match. You can catch it also on DMV Sports Media as well as Hyper TV on YouTube. We appreciate you, and we'll see you on the next ones. Hey, stay tuned for a message from DC Hyper and their sponsors.
Hyper is back home. On Sunday, September 20th, we take on Virginia Dream FC in another important matchup and another opportunity to get a big result at home. DC Hyper versus Virginia Dream FC. Come out, support the team, and be part of the atmosphere. Get your tickets through our official ticketing partner, Ticket Bolt. See you at the game. Let's go, Hyper.
Default damager, power to the people. Back once again for the renegade master. Default damage with the ill behavior. 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 With the ill behavior.
the bass.